How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be reviewing and installing, and I'll be giving you my first impressions on the DREAMSCIENCE iMAP for the Mark II Focus ST. So I'm not going to bore you, we're going to get straight into it. I'll open the box up and show you what to expect when you get yours and if you decide to buy it. Had to open half of this off camera because it's such a fiddle with one hand, as you can see. So inside you're going to get your instruction manual, your OBD cable, which is going to plug obviously into your OBD port, which is just under where my earphones are, and obviously the other side is going to go into the device itself. You're also going to get, I've not used this yet clearly, this plugs in, it's a USB into the adapter for your iMAP device. So this is when DREAMSCIENCE make a new file, or if you decide to buy the V1 or V2 Overrun or any of the other maps that they've created, you simply plug this into your iMAP device and into your laptop, so you can flash the files from the laptop onto your iMAP device, and then you simply flash it onto the car. And then lastly, you're obviously going to get the device itself, which is a nice small compact unit. If you haven't gathered already, I've already opened this before, obviously. I've been running this for about a week now. I've not had a time to record anything, so today I will just be reviewing and giving you my first impressions and how to use all the functions on this device. And you get to choose a sticker, so that's probably going to go under the sun strip there. So just before I go and actually plug this into the car and show you how it works, I'm going to talk about why I chose this over any other software that was available. I already had a stage 1 tune from a local dealer, or tuner I should say, called Celtic Tuning. They're also worldwide, they're quite well known. Brilliant map, can't fault it at all. Obviously now, if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I'm stage 2 ready. I've got all the supporting mods, and for ages I was contemplating who to go with, what company. I'd always thought about Revo. Obviously they're so well known. Their tunes are safe in the sense that some tuners are quite aggressive. It's going to be running the car on its limit in a safe way at the same time, but you kind of want to be in that safe region when tuning your car. So Revo were always really well known for that sort of thing, and don't lie about what they show you online in terms of torque and horsepower figures. So I was looking at the SPS self-tune by Revo. So same principle, you plug it into the car, there's 5 different settings. You've got low boost, high boost, a security mode, and all these other options, which was a good selling point for me. However, the downside for me, I would have had to drive up country to a Revo dealer. They would have had to put the software onto my car and onto the switchable SPS device. And they only work within days, weekdays, sorry. So that would have mean taking a day off work for me, which is a day's pay. Driving all the way up somewhere up country is also more money. And it started to put me off going there. And then some of you in the comments are going to be like, what you want about? You've just spent nearly 500 quid on this. Obviously, this is more money than most on the market. This was £475. You can pay 30 quid for the additional mount for this, but I didn't see the point at the time. So the reason I went for this in the end is practicality, usability, and the fact that you can sell it on again. If you were to flash any tune onto my car now, you can't sell it. It's not a physical thing, it's a software. However, this contains 8 different maps, and because it's a physical thing, obviously you can sell it on and it'll work onto 5 different cars. So I could tune my mate's cars up to 5 times, 5-time use in total, and then it won't work on any other cars basically. So obviously this was more money than Revo. However, you've got so many more maps on there. So I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I know there's a Economical Mode. I believe it's called Performance Plus or something. And it reduces your torque levels and horsepower levels. So if you were taking a cruise up country somewhere, you could stick that on, you could put your foot down, and it's just going to ease the boost in slowly. It's not going to be draining your fuel at all. You've got some maps on there which are designed for cars that have almost no modifications at all. So you're getting the most out of the stock tune. You can revert to stock at any time. So if I was to, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. If I was to, which I am now, I'm running a tune called Mod C from this device. I can revert to stock at any time, so it'll take it back to how it was from factory. Then you've got some stage 1 tunes on there. You've got some stage 2s. You've got a more of a subtle stage 2, if you like, which is the one I'm running, which is mod C. You've got more of an aggressive stage 2 called mod X, which is really well known. And then you have got an equivalent of a stage 3, which is called mod XRS. And for that, you need obviously all the supporting mods for a stage 2. You need RS injectors and a stronger actuator. One thing I will say, if you have a stock car, this is perfect for you. You're going to save so much money in the long run. If you've got a standard car, you can whack on a stage 1 after getting all the supporting mods you need for a stage 1. You can then buy a stage 2 once you've got all the support mods for a stage 2, and obviously same for the stage 3. So you're paying 475 quid for stage 1, 2 and 3. If you're going to go to a tuner, you're usually paying anywhere between 200 and 300 quid for a stage 1. A stage 2 is going to cost between 300 and 400, depends where you go. Some people get you deals, blah, blah, blah. A stage 4 again is going to be, stage 3 is going to be more money again. So you could be paying up to £900, more than £900 if you wanted to do it through a tuner each time. The only downside to this, which does seem to piss a lot of people off when they can't have a printout of their results. But I mean, at any time I could go and pay for an hour session on a rolling road, stick any map on I like and see what they pull each, see what the power figures are on each map, because I could do that. It takes 5 minutes, which is another pro side to this. So back to cost, obviously if you've got a stage 1 already, which I had at the time, this is still going to be beneficial for you and you're still going to save money in the long run because you're still going to get so many more maps out of it. What I'm trying to say is if you already had a stage 2 car and you decide to buy this, because you're already at stage 2, you're not going to want to detune your car. You'll only want to be using the mod X, which is still a stage 2. You're only going to be getting, you're going to pay 475 quid to only be able to use the mod XRS in terms of increasing your car's power. You could still pay all the money and want to detune it, but why would you want to do that? If you've got a stage 2 or stage 3, it probably isn't for you in terms of money. Right, it's enough yapping. I'm going to plug this all in and give you an understanding of how the software works. The reason I'm doing this all from the inside of my car is because this weather is absolutely awful outside. But anyway, so, sorry about the bonking of the bloody camera. Your OBD port is just there, above my earphones. That's your OBD port. So your first step is get your OBD plug. I'm going to plug that into my port now. Okay, you're then going to get the other end. And that is going to plug into the top just here. Right, so my key is in the ignition, it's in the neutral position. I'm going to plug this into here. This will power up on its own. And this is your main menu with all your options available. So you've got program vehicle, this is where you're going to go if you want to put a file onto your car or tune it. Gauges and dialogue, you've got live data and gauges that you can see all of your voltage and all that kind of stuff. Vehicle functions, vehicle information, and device settings. Device info is obviously regarding this itself. Vehicle, self-explanatory, again that. In this video, I'm not going to do every single thing. I'm just going to do what's going to be most important and what you guys are going to most use frequently. If you do want me to go in and more explain this more in depth, I can do that in a separate video. And also, I can go more in depth of individual tunes if you want me to stick one on the car regarding that I've got the right supporting mods for that. I will do so and compare them for you if you want me to do that. So firstly, let's go to program vehicle. So here you get a bit of a warning regarding how this isn't usable in California. You may or may not know that in California they're really strict on pollution, hence why the Mark II Focus ST and the Mark Focus RS is not allowed in that country or in the United States in general. So also here is where you can return your car back to stock if you already got a map on it, which I have. I won't do that just yet, but just to explain to you, literally you're going to click return to stock and it's just going to upload a file and it's going to have a percentage bar and it will put it back to stock. Simple as that. So we're going to go continue and it says turn key to position 2. Or if you've got a push start, you're going to hold it in for 2 to 3 seconds. So I'll do that now. If you can see that, turn that to position 2. Once that's happened, click continue. Processing data. So that's my make and model of my car, Custom tunes here is where you may have V1 or V2 overrun if you decide to buy that additionally, which I haven't. So click my car. Previous tune options have been found. Obviously, like I told you, I'm running the map as it is. Next. So you're going to click the middle button here. And these are all of the maps that come standard with this device. You've got Performance Plus, Race Plus, DSCI, which is an equivalent of a stage 1, Mod B, Mod B Plus, Mod C. They're all variations of a stage 2, or you could say a highly aggressive stage 1 if you're talking about Mod B. Actually, more so stage 2 to be fair. Mod X, very known. Mod XRS, which is the most aggressive one on this. Some people are running up to 340 brake horsepower, which is pushing the car at its limit, especially the turbo. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to upload a file. We'll go to a stage 1. Approve at the bottom. Continue. So that's going to prepare your data. It'll go up in chunks of 10% at a time. So when it actually uploads a tune, it takes about 5 to 6 minutes. I'll just time lapse it to obviously save you getting bored watching 5 minutes of a screen loading. But yeah, about 5 or 6 minutes, which is obviously really, really fast. So now it's telling me to put the key off. Turn the key back on. Then take a few seconds and then it will start to actually upload the file onto your car. Just to give you an idea of how fast it goes up 1% at a time, as you can see now. About every 3 seconds probably. 3 to 4 seconds. And yeah, this takes about 5 minutes, so I'll time lapse the rest. I was just thinking, while this is actually installing, would probably be a good time to explain what I actually think of it, in my opinion. I've spoken to you a lot about it, but in my opinion, this is so worth the money. Like I said, I've been running Mod C, which is one before Mod X. I've got a front-mounted intercooler, RS clutch and flywheel, turbo back exhaust system with a sports cat, full induction kit, RS spark plugs. I'm sure there's bits are missing for stage 2. But anyway, the Mod C online you can go on DreamScience's website, click on this description, and it will tell you each tune, how much brake horsepower and torque it roughly puts out, with the mods that have been used on that car while it was on the dyno. Mod C, which is a stage 2, roughly puts out about 300 to 310 brake horsepower and from 345 to 360 foot-pounds of torque. And since running a stage 1 and jumping onto this stage 2, the torque is the main thing you notice massively. I'll be in 3rd or 4th gear, you put your foot down and the way it picks up speed so quickly is amazing. It pulls so hard and I couldn't be any more happy with it. It seems to have replaced that lost pressure after uprating my intercooler because it was on the stage 1. I need that bit of extra power to make up for the lost pressure you get when you enlarge the size of your intercooler. So that uploaded way faster than I thought. It got to 100%. It's now clearing any fault codes, which it does get while uploading this, which is completely normal. Because it's interfering with your ECU, which is the car's brain, your car's sensors start detecting that it's been immobilized. It immobilizes your car basically to upload the file. And this is also a fault code reader and clearer. So that last piece then was just clearing the fault codes that it picks up while installing the file. So if I go down to vehicle functions, you can read codes, fault codes. It is on position 2. Continue. So here you go. Theft detected, vehicle immobilized. That is while the car is putting a file, while the iMAP is putting a file onto the car. It immobilizes the car to do so. So go exit. You then clear the codes. So any code that you're going to get on your car, this can get rid of it. You can go into a bit of detail, understand what it is. Special functions, I'm not actually sure what this is. cam reset. So I don't know if you've heard of the cam fuse. So when you put a modification on your car that changes the performance significantly, especially things that are going to be interfering with sensors, it's good to pull your cam fuse, which is what people do. Or in this case, I can do a cam reset, which basically resets all of the car's learnt data. So it puts it back to square one like it was when it came out of the factory in 2007. And the car will learn and adapt to how you drive. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know it had this feature. But anyway guys, I'm pretty sure you get the gist of how easy it is to use all the functions on this device and how practical it is. And also, a lot of people ask this in forums. Turn the key off, pull the OBD plug out, and you can drive away. This does not need to stay plugged in when you're driving. You can put it anywhere you like. I usually keep it in the glove box. And then any time I want to go to stage 2 suddenly, stick it in and tune the car again. That rain is hitting hard now. But yeah, amazing product. You can still sell these for like 350 to 400 quid once you've used them too, because it's not like they get any worse, is it? You know what I mean? Sweet boy. My hair, every video I'm pretty sure I say I need to get a haircut, and it's so bad. My hair is so bad. I've literally got a blonde afro now. But anyway, I hope this video wasn't too boring. I know there's like a lot of information and just showing some screens and stuff, but I did want to get a video of this because it's such an amazing product and I can't recommend it enough. It is a lot of money, but for me it was worth paying the extra money for this compared to Revo, just for all the reasons I've explained. If I lived closer to Revo, maybe I would have gone for them, but the usability and the options you've got on this is unbelievable. I probably will wrap up the video there, to be honest. At some point I'm going to put all my stickers and badges on. I paid an extra tenner for the enamel DreamScience badge, so I'll replace my Celtic tuning ones for this. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope it gives you a bit of an understanding on how this device works, the options you've got. And like I said, obviously I've not been driving in this video. I will try my hardest to do like a comparison in terms of the stage 1, for example, to the stage 2 I'm running, if you want to see that sort of thing. And obviously I've got plans to buy an actuator and my RS spark plugs so I can run ModX. Going back to that quickly, if I have tried putting ModX on this, but the boost doesn't know what to do with itself because the spring is very weak in the standard actuator. It doesn't hold boost at all. It probably goes to halfway, it doesn't do what it needs to do. But as soon as I've got a better actuator that will hold boost to 1.2 bar throughout the whole of the rev range, and will be so much more beneficial. So don't be silly and put a tune on your car that your car isn't ready for yet. Be smart with it, because that's when you start breaking stuff. But if you did enjoy the video guys, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, leave in the comments below what map you want me to see use. Obviously I've only shown you a few of the functions on this, I don't want to bore you to death because I've done a lot of talking. Let me know what you want to see with this and I'll see you next week. Peace.